Here are some key things people never talk about when it comes to getting your VAT refund in Europe, and it's way trickier than you think. If you're new here, my name's Taylor. I'm your travel tips bestie. Follow for tips and tricks on travel. But first, what is the VAT? It stands for Value Added Tax. It's basically Europe's version of sales tax, but instead of adding it at checkout, it's already included into the price. If you're not a European Union resident, you don't actually have to pay it. You can get refunded when you leave the European Union. Something costs about 100 euros. There's usually about 20 euros of VAT added in that price. And whenever you spend 100 euros or more in most of these countries, you can request a VAT tax refund form, and then you can get money back at the airport. Store, they'll get your passport, your email, and print you out some paperwork. And that's what you'll use at the airport to get your refund. But here's the tricky part. You don't get it just automatically. You have to claim it at the airport. And technically, it has to be at your final European Union stop before you fly home. If you're flying back Naples, Paris, Houston, technically, you're supposed to get your VAT refund in Paris and not Naples. But honestly, I'd still try at your first airport because some kiosk or staff will allow it. It's going to save you a lot of time because trying to do it at the next airport is going to be extremely stressful. Here's what happened to me. We flew out of the Naples airport at 6 in the morning. We arrived at 4. Security didn't even open until 4:30. There was no one at the VAT refund booth. They did have the kiosk. We were able to use the kiosk for the Global Blue refund. That one was processed, but my Planet for my Chanel purse, it would not go through there. So we had to wait until we got to the Paris airport. And we're like, okay, we'll just do it at Paris. It'll be easy. It was not easy because here's what nobody tells you when you're trying to do your VAT refund. At the Paris airport, CDG, you have to fully exit the airport, get your custom stamps, and then re-enter through security. We asked at least 10 airport workers if there was any way to do this past security, and they said, nope, you have to fully leave the airport. They kept telling us outside, outside, outside. So we would ask other people, what do they mean by outside? And it means exiting and re-entering the airport. I don't know if you've been to CDG, but it is the worst airport. It is so busy and so stressful. So if you have a tight connection and you're trying to do your VAT refund there, it's probably going to be impossible to actually get it. Always allow at least a 3-hour connection at that last EU airport if you're trying to do your tax refund to make sure you have plenty of time to actually get it. If it's a short connection, it's not going to happen. Keep your receipts, your forms, and your items handy just in case customs ask to see them. And check which company that your form says. So Global Blue, Planet, etc. There's a bunch of different refund processes. So check your forms, and then also most of them have apps. So once you do your airport stuff, then you can track it on the app to see when you're going to get your refund. Save this for your next Europe trip. It can literally save you hundreds, but only if you know what to expect. And follow for more travel tips.